Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a short stop on pool. All right, let's do this thing. I am here, and some people are here, amazingly. Let me know if this microphone is working. It seems to me that it is. Somebody just tell me that you can hear me talking. It's kind of weird asking this, but can anybody hear me talking on my microphone? Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I didn't want to get going unless if I knew it was working, and I am a novice at these streaming things. I think I've got this software working, and I'm learning about it. Welcome to Shortstop on Pool. Thank you. Hey, I don't think this is going to be a real long live stream. I've got a big announcement, at least it's big for me. And I'll get to that in a few minutes. I want to talk a little bit about this YouTube channel, Shortstop on Pool, what I'm doing. You haven't seen me do any live streams or practice sessions, or I was playing around with a wireless microphone for a little bit. I was doing some of those things. Lately, it's just been Rack of the Week video and then a couple of other instructional videos, which have seemed to be very popular, so I'm real happy with that. I'm watching the chat. I've got it up on my screen here, so I'll keep watching it, and you guys ask me questions if you want. Anything to do with pool, straight pool, YouTube channel, my website. Ask me questions. I'll do my best to answer. But I want to make this pretty brief. I know you guys are here because I said there's a big announcement. That'll be coming up in just a few minutes. And it has to do with why I don't have so much time. I'm really busy this summer. I wanted to talk about what's up with the channel. I'm going to ask for money, and I hate doing that, but you see this little Buy Me a Coffee up on the top. There's a link in the description that takes you to the Buy Me a Coffee website where you can donate money to help me out, and I'll talk more about that later. And so I want to talk about a few things that I'm doing. First of all, you guys probably remember it wasn't that long ago that I got to 10,000 subscribers. And you guys did that. It amazes me, and what's even more impressive is since I got to 10,000, I'm at this. I checked earlier today. I'm at 12,622. So people continue to subscribe. So I must be doing something right. So very happy about that, and that gives me motivation to go forward with this thing and try to keep improving and do a better job. And so there was another milestone that was reached just 2 weeks ago, and that is not the announcement. But 2 weeks ago, Shortstop on Pool got 1 million views. That's the total number of views across all videos since day one of the Shortstop on Pool YouTube channel. So I've been making videos for a little over a year and a half, but the channel's been around for 2 or 3 years. 1 million views. Now, when it comes to the scope of YouTube channels, that's not huge. A lot of channels have a lot more views than that. But for a startup like me, 1 million views. Wow, that's incredible. That's a big number. I'm really happy with that. What am I doing? Working a lot with my regular job, trying to make money. I've got some things coming up that are going to cost some money, and that's why I'm asking. Yeah, thank you for that. Congratulations. I'm making racks. I took a picture earlier today. I got 4 racks in work. This rack in the center of the table here, I'm not sure if you see my mouse moving around or not. I got my pen thing working. This is my own personal rack in the center of the table, but I've got 2 oak racks that are almost done. They're just about ready for finishing. Final sanding's almost done. I got 2 walnut racks. This one here is in the clamp. I thought you might find that interesting. This is the clamp setup to get the triangle done. So those 2 walnuts are almost, well, they are. This one I pulled out of the clamp earlier today. So those are ready to begin sanding. And then I got to do the inlays. I do those little dumbbell inlays on each corner. You can see the dumbbell inlays on these oak ones, and the inlays on the walnut racks will be made of oak. So it's either dark and light inlays or light with dark inlays. So thank you for your orders. I appreciate that. It's not a huge business, but I enjoy it, and I love making racks. It does take time. That's the biggest thing. It takes time to do it right, and there's a waiting time between the drying process of each of the gluing steps and each of the finish steps. So it can take 5 to 7 days to finish a rack, but I've always got 1 or 2 or something in progress. So I get to go out and piddle around in the garage workshop every week, and I enjoy that. So thank you very much. What else am I doing? I'm working on videos, and I wish I had more time. It's amazing. There's a truism, whether you're building racks or programming a website or selling, whatever you're doing, everything takes longer than you think it's going to take. So I thought I was going to have this latest video done 2 weeks ago, and it's a video about your stance, how to form a proper stance, but most especially for tall players like me. I'm 6'5". So that video's, I think it's going to be done in the next day or two. I'm really working hard for that. And I've already got the next video after that in progress, and that video is called when to aim. And I made a video that was really popular several months ago called How to Aim, kind of a basic to medium players on how to aim. This video is called When to Aim. So it's going to expound on the topic and take it another step further. And I think that's going to be a really good video. And then the next video after that is going to be how to practice your break shots. And I've had more than one person ask me for that. So I'm going to make it, that video is going to be less, have less of the graphics and drawings and stuff that I typically do. And it'll be more videos of me in the pool hall and probably on the table at home here behind, because I practice my break shots here as well. How to practice your break shots. I think a lot of people have trouble with break shots, want to get better. So I'm going to go ahead and dedicate one video to do that. So those are the next, trying to put my fingers up here. Those are the next 3 videos that I'm going to be publishing, and hopefully I'll get to those soon. So that's what I'm working on. Another thing that I'm working on right now is practicing and not just going to the pool hall and trying to do high run attempts. I have 3 opponents that I'm playing games, straight pool games every week. And so I'll be playing, I've been playing for the last couple of months anywhere from 3 to 6 or 7 or 8 games, competitive games against opponents per week. Now 2 of them, I'm giving up a handicap. And so let me show you what I'm talking about. And this is fun, and it's really been helpful, but I'm playing 20 or no count. This is one score sheet from just one game. I'm playing 2 different opponents who aren't as good, and I'm giving them 20 or no count. That means that every single inning that I start to pocket balls, if I don't pocket at least 20 balls, my score for that inning is 0. So you can see, for example, in this inning, I pocketed 1 ball. I didn't get anything. My score was 0 for that inning. These innings down here, I pocketed 2 and 4 balls. I got 0 for those innings. But this score sheet shows a good game for me. I've had much worse games. I'm going to 125 points, and I got there in 3 scoring innings. So I scored 34 points. Let me get out my yellow thing. In this inning, I scored 34 points. In this inning, I scored as 4 racks, so 56. And I had a couple of intentional fouls, so 32 and 56 is 88. And then my 3rd inning was 28 and 11, so 39 points in this inning. So it took me 3 innings to get enough points to win the game. So that's a step in the right direction. That's a good game for me lately. And the reason why I say that, I'm not showing you one of my bad score sheets. So take a look at this. All of the points that I scored during this game are in this column, and they add up to 133 points. So I only scored a few points more than my total that were 20 or no count. I hope you're following along what I mean. I've had games where I've scored 260 points in total before my 20 or no count innings added up to 125. So that's horrible. But that's the whole point of why I took on these games and in practicing in this fashion is to get to this point where I'm finishing out the game. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wait, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 innings. 11 innings to get to 125 points. So if you calculate a BPI strictly on total innings, that's 125 divided by 11 innings is 11.3 BPI, balls per inning. MHF, thank you very much. I just noticed that. Appreciate it. So 11.3 BPI is a really low BPI if you're trying to compete with pros or be a better player. But it's a low BPI for me, but that's taking into account every single inning, every safety, every miss. So I had 3 scoring innings. So if you take 125 divided by 3, that's a BPI, let's see if I can put that on there, of 41.6. That's a really good BPI, at least for me. That's an excellent BPI. Now, there's lots of misses and safeties in between. But this is what happens during a game, and this is the type of stats that you want to look at during a game. And that's why I'm taking on these games. And as a matter of fact, as of this week, I've told those players, we're going to keep playing, but I'm going to 30 or no count. So, for example, in this game here, I scored 36, 56, and then 28 and 11, 39. So all three of these would have counted. But I've had plenty of games where my scoring innings were 21 or 22 points, so I just barely made it over 20. So I'm going to keep pushing myself, and hopefully in a month I'll go to 40 or no count, maybe 50 or no count. That's my goal, is to get there. But I hope you see the value in that type of a game, and so that's what I've been doing. I've got two opponents that are trying to learn by playing me, and their BPIs are much lower, but they're trying to improve, and they're getting there. So this is helpful for both of them. My third opponent is a pro player who lives in Denver. You probably heard of him. I'll talk about him in a minute. And we've been going back and forth a lot, and we play even. I don't play no count with him. And I think he's a few games ahead of me, but we're playing even, and I'll show you some of his score sheets later, my score sheets with him later, after I talk about my big announcement. So let's see. What else do I want to mention today? I've got a list here. T-shirts. I just want to make sure you guys are familiar with my website. Let me go to chats. We got 26 viewers. Anybody has any questions, just pipe up in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer. I just want to quickly mention, where is it? Here we go. My website for the racks, Satori Flat Rack, and there's a link to that in the description, satoriflatrack.com. And there are, I make racks in oak, walnut, and mahogany, and maple, and wall racks, for little wall racks to hang them on the wall as well. But I also wanted to mention Shortstop on Pool gear. So there's a link, SSOP gear. I've got a bunch of pool design t-shirts. For example, this is my favorite one. It's Dark Side of the Rack. So it's the Dark Side of the Moon prism with a pool theme. I thought that was pretty cool. And I want to make more t-shirts. I'm kind of a graphic designer at heart. I'm an architect by trade and graphic designer, and I'm a master in Photoshop. So if you guys have any ideas you want to see on a t-shirt, just send me a comment in this video, or send me an email, bob@shortstoponpool.com, and I'll see if I can throw it together for you. So I just wanted to mention that. I'm trying to make money to pay for my big announcement, which I'm going to get to in just one moment. What else do I want to mention? A lot of people want to know how to become a better straight pool player, and that's really, thank you. And that's really been my focus this year, is really driving into my failure points, trying to set a high run. I still have a goal of running 200 balls before the year's out. My high run is 135. I've run over 100 balls 9 times, but I've never even gotten to 150. And there's a huge difference between running just over 100 and running 150 or 200. So that's been my goal, to try to become that good of a player. Can I do it? I don't know, but I think I can. And I'm holding firm to my goal to do that by the end of the year. And along those lines, I recently posted, let me find it. Yeah, right here. I recently posted a question to the Straight Pool Fanatics Facebook group, and I said, assume we can name one defining characteristic of good straight pool. Comment with yours, or if you agree with mine. And my one defining characteristic of straight pool was attention to detail. And I say that because a lot of times in your what stops a lot of runs is the end pattern, and I don't play the end pattern carefully enough. You get out of line, and then you don't get well on your break ball. So attention to detail was my idea. Let's see. Do you know where you can buy Jasmine Ocean one-arm long sleeve shirts? No, I don't. No idea. You'll have to Google it or get in contact with her on Instagram or Facebook. Don't do a commercial break after all these. No, there will not be a commercial break. I'm going to get to the big announcement very soon. I know you don't want to wait. It'll be very soon. It's right after this. Okay. So some other people, some replied with some good answers. Rhythm, analytical, strategic, good results in shooting the break shot, solve all problems early. Good answer by Steve Kurtz. Focus, pattern recognition, stamina. Anything else in life, it's about believing in yourself. All good answers. All good answers. Dave Cranfield said, imposing order on chaos. That's a good one. Look who replied to my post on Straight Pool Fanatics. Mr. 626, John Schmidt. What do you think he said? Well, I think what he said is very simple, and you can understand it in a very simple way. It's also very complicated, and you can understand it in a more complicated way. And it's really, I'm really taking it to heart. And I think you just have to say that his is the best answer. Don't miss. Well, duh, don't miss. Of course you don't want to miss. But so that encompasses a lot of things. It's becoming a better shot maker, but also becoming a better position player, knowing what decisions to make, what shots to play position for in the first place, knowing when to choose to play safe instead of going for a shot. Because when you're playing a straight pool match, you want to end every inning on a safety. You don't want to end your innings on missed shots. You're going to lose the game doing that. So, John Schmidt, not missing. I just wanted to pass that along. I thought it was very interesting, and that concept is going to find its way into a lot of my videos in the future. What else do I have on here? Stance, my videos, making racks. My high run attempts are going to continue, but I'm doing it once a week. I think last week I ran 98. Week before I ran 82, something. Tomorrow I'm going to do a high run attempt. Let me know in the comments. Do you want me to put it on the video? Because I'm going to do 10 innings only. Stop after 10 innings. I'm doing a limited number of attempts per week and a limited number of innings per attempt. So that might make a good live stream. Do you want to see that on a live stream? Do you want to see me screw up a few times and then maybe run a 98? Let me know. That will. I'm gonna be at the pool hall tomorrow just for an hour. I only have an hour tomorrow, and let me know if you want me to live stream that. I'll do it. There won't be any sound because it'll be in the pool hall and they've got music running. But anyway, I can do that. All right. What's my big announcement? Any guesses? Can I do a collaboration with Tony Robles? I would absolutely love to do a collaboration with Tony Robles. I got a chance to just say a few words to him when he was on Little Chris's channel recently. I live in Denver, Colorado, and I think Tony's in Florida right now. Some of the other good straight pool players that I want to meet and collaborate with are in New York. Some of the other ones are in San Francisco. There's almost nobody in Denver who plays straight pool, at least at a good level. And I'm actually looking for somewhere else to live. I have an opportunity to cash out on my house. Property values are very high in Denver right now. And so I could possibly sell my house in Denver and buy an equal or better house for less money somewhere else in the country. I've been looking at Tennessee. Tennessee is a good central area because you've got St. Louis, Louisville, Nashville, Chattanooga, Huntsville, Birmingham, Atlanta, Memphis. They're all within 3 or 4 hours of Tennessee. It's kind of a real good central area, but I don't know how I deal with the humidity. So if anyone has any suggestions on where I should move to in the United States if I want to keep playing straight pool and be close to a community of straight pool players who want to learn, who might want to come and take lessons or have a clinic or make other videos, collaborate with other players, give me a shout out and tell me what you think is a good location that has like a variety of pool tables, a variety of pool halls with good diamond tables or Brunswick tables within a vicinity. Let me know. I hope to be meeting with, I hope to get a chance to talk to Tony Robles and some other pro players like Thorsten Homan even. And I'll be seeing John Schmidt in October because this is my big announcement. Missouri's a good one. Missouri is there's a lot of pool halls and players around there, including Mark Wilson, who I've been learning from. But my big announcement is this. I will be playing in the American 14-1 Straight Pool Championship with the pro players in October. This is at Q Master Billiards, which is a huge pool hall, both in reputation and in size, in Virginia Beach, Virginia, or essentially Norfolk, Virginia. And that's October 24 to 29. That is the big announcement, and that is why I've been, number one, working very hard lately to earn money. If any of you want to help support me, I'm going to mention the Buy Me a Coffee link again up here. It's set up just for $5 donations, or you can donate more if you want. It would really help me out. I've already got my plane ticket, hotel, entry fee, all that stuff in, but there's going to be Uber rides and meals and who knows what else. So I'm not a rich person. I don't make a lot of money. This is a stretch for me. I'm working a lot of extra hours to try and make money to go to the tournament, in addition to table time, gambling a little bit on these straight pool matches to improve my game. And I really want to put in a good showing. Let's talk about the straight pool tournament for a minute here. Let me turn this off for a sec. I want to see the chat. Move to place with same inches of straight pool. Yeah, that's right. I guess that means New York City or San Francisco. I don't know. How do you like with winning in mind? Where is it? There we go. I'll mention this because somebody else mentioned it to me. Let's see if I can show it on here. With winning in mind. Mark, thank you very much. I have just gotten started with it, and the reason why is my instructor recommended this book. I'm trying to get it centered. The New Toughness Training in Sports. This is kind of a military focused book, which is Mark Wilson's focus. He's pretty strict, and it's a tough one. It's not for the weak of heart, which is what I say about Mike Wilson's training in the first place. Best of luck in Virginia. Thank you very much. Playing up is a good thing. So I was finishing up this book. The next book I'm getting to is Winning Mind. I'm going to also reread Pleasures of Small Motions. That's a great one. And I'm also working on losing some weight and improving my diet so that I can perform better. That's very important. Working on my mental game is very important, and I've learned some things about that I had let deteriorate and slide over the years. And then I am competing with a local pro. Well, let me talk about the tournament first. Let me bring that back up. Just so you guys understand, for those of you who aren't familiar with, this tournament is held once a year and is promoted by Peter Burrows. He has been playing straight pool and promoting straight pool for over 50 years. And this is really the last big straight pool tournament left. And Peter Burrows keeps promoting it, and it gets a good turnout every year. Last year, Joshua Filler won it. Year before was Ruslan Chainikov. I think the year before was Thorsten Homan. I want you guys to understand, this is a pro tournament with the elite players in the world coming to play straight pool. I don't have a chance to win this tournament, but that's not the point. The point is, it's already driving me to play better, and I am improving. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a moment. But a chance to get to play these guys is outstanding. And the one thing that I like about it, it's last year's winner right there, Joshua Filler. One thing that I like about it is the format. The format is round robin. This is the round robin brackets, and I'll show you. I'll enlarge those in a minute. But there are round robin brackets. Each bracket has 6 players in it. So, and there's going to be like 42 or 48. I'm not sure how many brackets there's going to be, but most of the players are pro players. There's 6 to 8 amateurs that are going to get to play. This is an invitation-only tournament. And I'm one of the amateurs that's going to get to play. So each amateur gets stuck into one of these round-robin brackets. So I'm going to get to play 5 matches against 5 different pros, and we won't know who until I get there and they do the draw. So from each of the round-robin brackets, the 2 players with the best scores advance to the finals, and this is the finals. So there's going to be 16 players who make the finals, and those are the best 2 players from each of the round-robin brackets. So let me go back up here and I'll just bring up, let's see. Where was it again? Is this the format? I'm trying to remember where it is. More. Here we go. 2021 matches. Okay. So there's a bunch of videos, but here is an example of a round-robin bracket. So there was an amateur, maybe, I don't know if this guy was an amateur, but anyway, Shane Van Boning won 5 matches in his round-robin bracket, and Dennis Grabe won 4 matches in his round-robin bracket. They're in the same bracket. So those are the top 2 players from this bracket, and they made it to the final 16. The other 4 players are out of the tournament. So my goal for this tournament is to win, to qualify for the finals. That's my goal. I don't think I can win the tournament. There's some really good players, guys. Joshua Filler, Federer Gorst, Shane Van Boning, Thorsten Homan, Ruslan Chainikov. Those players are my favorites, but there's a lot of other players in here. Danny Berruti, Mario He, Mora, Ralph Eckert. I mean, my goodness, Darren Appleton. What a champion player he is. So okay, I think the sound is back on. Is it back on for you guys? It should be back on now. Oh man, this darn microphone. I'm getting. Okay, good. Apparently the sound is back. I'm going to wrap this up as quick as I can. Hopefully the sound doesn't run out again. I'm playing some matches with a pro here in Denver, and I don't know how excited he is about being known or whatever, but his name's on these things. So let me show you a few matches. Here's one. Oh wait, no count. Oh, game bad. Here's one of the worst games. I've been playing him for a few weeks. This is an example of a match that I played with this pro player here in Denver. We're playing 4 to 6 games per week. He's also playing in the championship in Norfolk, so we're both trying to get ready. We both know that we need to play better. He's played in this tournament previous years, so he knows what it takes very well. And so I'm trying to learn from him. We're trying to butt heads to get each other to play better. And so this is an example of a poorly played game. This is from probably a few weeks ago. So this is a game where we played a race to 125 points, and I won. I'm only going to show games that I won because that's who I am. He's won plenty of games. I think he's won a few more games than I have. I'm sure he has over the course of the weeks that we've played. I happened to win this game 125 to 96. So this shows you every single inning of the game. This is a horrible game for us. He's an over 700 Fargo. I'm close to 700 Fargo. We need to play better if we want to put in a good showing in Norfolk. So in this game, let's see. I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 missed shots. And let's see, Mark, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 missed shots as well. So this was a poorly played game. My high run in this game was 31 points. 31 points right here. Mark's high run, his high run was 28 points. I guarantee you we both had higher runs. But the whole goal is to get us to miss less. What did John Schmidt say was the most important part of playing good straight pool? Don't miss. Okay, so miss lefts, play better safeties, end every inning on a safety, don't end innings on missed shots, etc. All of the things that make good straight pool. Now, You can have a straight pool game that goes a lot of innings if there's a lot of safeties. But among the top players, you're going to see the scoring innings, the number of scoring innings in a game to 125 or 150 points is going to be 3 or 4, maybe 5 at the most. They just get a lot of value from every time that they're at the table and they have a chance to score points. So this is an example of a bad game. Let me show you a little bit better game. Here's another game. Oh, wait. Here's a game to 100 points. And this isn't every inning, but this is a game summary. And I won this game 100-53. Trust me, Mark has won games where he got 100 and I got no more than 30 points. But in this particular game, my BPI was 14.3. 41 minutes to 100 points. So a little bit, oftentimes in straight pool, you'll see that the points are double the minutes that it took to run. So I'm playing at a good pace. The misses are 33%. My misses were 33%. That's not acceptable. Got to get that way, way down. Safeties, 67%. That's okay. There's some more stats on here. You guys can look at these. This is an example of a little bit better game. Then here's a game to 125, which I happen to win. Oh, this is the summary of the one that I just showed. So once again, 9 missed shots by both of us. That's 32% missed shots. Not good enough. So let's take a look at a good game. This is the best game that I think we've played, or at least that I've played, that I happened to win. We went to 150 points, and this is the very last game that we played just a couple days ago. 10 innings instead of 29 innings. 10 innings to get to 150 points, and I had 5 scoring innings, 2 missed shots. So 2 missed shots out of 10 innings is I should know that. That's 20%. So instead of 32, that's 20% missed shots. That's better. That's much better. Still would like to get it to 0. But everybody misses. I've seen plenty of matches where the top players will miss a shot. But this is a step in the right direction. High run of 51. Second highest run is 46 and then 31. That's a much better match. This is a step in the right direction for me, for my skill level. This is what I want to get to. You don't have to run 100 balls or more to win a straight pool match, even a pro straight pool match. If you watch them, now the top players will run 100 balls frequently, but most matches consist of 2 to 3 runs, 50 balls, and then a 70-ball run, and then closing out with a 28-ball run. For example, something along those lines. So this is a step in the right direction. So Mark and I have been playing games for, I think, a couple months now. We're stepping up. We're going to be playing more games per week between now and October when we go to the pro event in Norfolk. And hopefully both of us, I know this is a bad game for Mark. Mark has beat me plenty of games going to 125 and 150 points where I scored fewer points and he had 2 or 3 runs of 40 or 50 or more balls. So I'm just showing this score sheet because I'm prejudiced on my channel and I get to show the ones I want. But anyway, this is a step in the right direction for both of us. I hope to see more improvement in my game and Mark's as we continue to push each other to play better. Likewise for my opponents that I'm playing, that I'm going to be playing 30 or no count. My goal is to beat them as bad as I can. Hopefully I don't lose, but I want to beat them as bad as I can, and that means 30 or no count. I would like all of my innings where I score points to be 30 or more. That's my goal. As close as I can get to that, that means I'm improving. So both of these efforts are to get me in shape to play in the pro event. And so that is my big announcement. Let me take a look at the chat and see if anybody has any questions for me. Anyone who just came in, the big announcement is I'm going to be playing in the 14-1 straight pool tournament with the pros in Norfolk, Virginia in October. Don't miss. Yes, I will try not to miss. Is there a routine you do to get yourself into stroke before a match? No. If you take time off, then you need to go back into your basic practice routines to get back into stroke. But your shot process should be the same all the time. I talk about how do you shoot good pool. You don't try to win. You don't try to make the ball. You don't try to win the game. You focus on the process. So is there a routine you do to get into stroke? The closest thing I would say is when I'm at home here before I leave to go play in a match, I'm going to set up the basic fundamental shots that I shoot all the time, which is going to be a long straight in shot, some long cut in, some long cut shots, and some draw and follow shots. But it's not about pocketing the ball. It's not about where the cue ball goes. It's, am I getting into my stance correctly? And am I rotating and getting into my alignment correctly? Am I drawing the cue ball back slowly and executing with a smooth transition? Am I staying down on my shots? So the routine is simply focusing consciously on your fundamentals, every aspect, every point of your fundamentals. And that gets you in the right frame of mind, focusing on the process. That way, when you get to the pool hall and you start playing in your match, you're not trying to win. You're not trying to beat your opponent. You're not trying to make crazy shots or fancy shots. Your mindset is focusing on the process. And if you do that, that gives you the best chance to make the shot, to win the game, and win the match. So that's what I would say about a routine to get into stroke before a match. What is your advice to go back to the game? Pro level matches inning wise. Advice to go back to the game? I assume you mean after you've laid off for a while? It's just going to be start slow. Start slow and simple. Don't try and go back to the, when you're in stroke, you're making fancy shots with a long draw stroke and shooting fast and all those things. Go slow. That's my advice. Go to the simple shots, go slowly, and like I just said, pay attention to each aspect of your fundamentals. Realize that it's always an incremental process. You're not going to come back to pool and work on your timing and in 2 days, my timing's perfect. No, it's going to be a process over a few months. Your timing is going to get better when you focus on it the first time. And a week later, after focusing on other aspects of your fundamentals, you'll go back to focusing on your timing. And your timing will get a little bit better. And the next week, it'll get better than that, and then better than that. It's an incremental process. So that's my advice is don't get impatient with yourself. Don't try and get back into what you think is your full stroke and how good you're supposed to be playing real fast. Work on it incrementally. That's my advice. Let's see. Explain pro level matches. You're going to see a wide variety because there's a variety in skill level in the pros, in the good pros. And a top pro might have a bad match, and then a sort of middle level pro might have a really good match. But so there's going to be a variety, and there's also luck. There's luck in every game, including straight pool. So you can shoot a break shot perfectly and scratch, or you can shoot a break shot just perfectly, and the cue ball gets kicked and goes all the way up table against the head rail. So things can happen, but on average, like I said, a pro level straight pool match will go 3 to 5 innings. That means 3 turns at the table per player. Now that can stretch out if they end up having to play safeties. And a safety battle can go on 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 innings. And that'll stretch out the inning count. But if you don't have a prolonged safety battle, you'll usually see a pro level game between good pros that's over in 3 to 5 innings. Somebody will score 50 points, then the other player will score between 30 and 70, then the other player will have a scoring chance, and then the other player will come in and either close out the game or not close it out, and then the other player will close out the game. So it really depends on how things flow, where the luck ends up, and whether there's any protracted safety battles. Let's see. What's your advice? Thanks. Think I should be in a league, be in a bracket, so I really appreciate it. I think I should, if in a league, be in a bracket. Okay. You're welcome. I hope what I've said makes sense. What else? Any other questions, guys? If not, I'm going to sign off. I have a little bit of work to do on those racks. You see my queue is put together. I'm going to put in a little session tonight before I do some more work. Tomorrow, if I live stream tomorrow, it will be about 10 o'clock. Somebody say, yeah, you want me to live stream my it'll be a high run attempt session. So it'll be just me playing, and it'll be on a Gold Crown with 5-inch pockets. And I'm only going to play for like 1 hour. So let me know if you want to see that live stream. I'll try and get it set up. It's harder to do at the pool hall because I have to do it on my phone instead of a computer. And so sometimes the phone can be a little wonky trying to get it set up. But I'll try and do that. Is there any interest in you guys watching my competition with these other players that I've mentioned, with Mark or any of the other guys? Are Jason Shaw or High Run? Yes. Okay. Jason Shaw's High Run is available. You need to go to Facebook, and there's a page called Legends of Pocket Billiards. And I believe if you just do a Google search, you'll find it as well. But Jason Shaw's run is available for sale. And I think they still have some packages where you get a certificate and some other things. So that's where you can find that. John Schmidt's 626 run is not available for purchase. John was doing live showings where you could pay a fee and go with a group of people and watch it. I'm not sure if he's done any of those lately or if he has plans to. You can also go on YouTube and search for John Schmidt. He has a 454 ball run on YouTube. So if you want to see John Schmidt shooting straight pool, go watch that run and you'll know exactly what his 626 looked like. Also, if you search YouTube, you'll find that John Schmidt did some live stream straight pool high run attempts in Calgary, Canada recently. And so you'll find those on straight pool for free. And I think his high run was like 366 or something like that. And a couple of those he was talking during the run. So you'll get some real good advice where he's talking about what he's attempting to do during the runs. Live stream tomorrow night would be a good watch. When I'm doing my competition matches for training for the tournament, it's during the weekday and it starts usually at 10 a.m. Sometimes it starts at noon, but it's usually between 10 and 2 or 3 p.m. That's when we're available to play. I got to work at night. I got to work on my other videos. The pool hall is busy at night, and there's no chance for us to be able to do a live stream then. But during the day, it's quiet enough, and there's enough open tables that we're able to do that. So that's when you want to look for me. If I'll be doing a live stream of any of those matches, will be about 10 o'clock, between 10 and 2 in the afternoon on a weekday. Who is your favorite player in regards to patterns and shot selection, Mizrak or Siegel? I've not watched a lot of Mizrak lately. I like Mike Siegel's patterns. I don't like listening to him complain. And I'm talking about Mike Siegel in his prime back in the 80s and 90s when he played fantastic straight pool. He has a negative attitude, and I don't like that. I like a positive attitude. And it doesn't matter for him. It works. He's just expressing it. Mike Siegel is just expressing that negativity out loud. He's not actually a negative person. He doesn't attempt a shot until he's 100% committed to it. And I really like that about Mike Siegel. And his patterns are good. His patterns are really, really strict. Oh, thank you very much, Best in Show. I appreciate it a lot. Tony Robles. Hey, Tony. Wealth of knowledge. Tony, thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate it. I am looking forward to meeting you for the first time in person in Norfolk. I assume that you're going to be playing, and I am going to try and get some of your attention. So be ready for that. And then Mizrak, I've watched Steve Mizrak a lot when I was much younger. I haven't watched him lately. I do know that, in my opinion, Steve Mizrak had the smoothest stroke. And I'll probably want to make a video about that someday. What in the world does it mean to have a smooth stroke? That's worthy of a video. And Steve Miserak is absolutely a prime example of a smooth stroke. In fact, if you want to play good pool, before you play a match, watch Steve Miserak play for an hour. Watch him run 100 balls. And just turn the sound off and just watch the smoothness of his stroke. And some of that will rub off on you when you go play your match. It's incredible. It really is. But if you're asking me who's my favorite players in regards to shot selection today, it's John Schmidt and Thorsten Hohmann. Now, I know that Joshua Filler and Fedor Gorst are amazing straight pool players. And Jason Shaw's got the high run of 714. So he is in the elite class of players. However, John Schmidt and Thorsten Hohmann understand the game to a level that those other guys don't. I know for a fact that both of them know exactly how they're going to hit their break shots and where the cue ball is going. Not exactly where the cue ball is going, but they have a deeper knowledge than I do about how to hit those break shots. So I'll have the exact same break shot that they'll have, and I'll hit it well and pocket the ball. But for me, that break shot will work out 80% of the time. I'll get a good shot and be able to continue. Those guys will have the same break shot and be able to continue 95% of the time. And that makes a difference. That's the difference between playing well and getting a 70, 80, 90 ball run and running 150 or 200 balls. It's an elite level of knowledge. And I think in the world today, Thorsten Hohmann and John Schmidt are the two players that, in my opinion, possess that extra level of elite knowledge. And if you pay attention, if you watch John Schmidt in his 454 and watch him when he was playing in Calgary, if you're really paying attention to his shot choices, look at how many shots he can choose. He might have 3 or 4 or 5 shots to choose from. And look at what shots he chooses and why. Your knowledge will expand. I'm learning a lot just by watching him. And then there's one day where he talks on the microphone and he's talking about what shot he chooses and why. And it's amazing because he is seeing patterns that I don't see, but he's seeing patterns early in the rack that gets him on an opportunity to manufacture a break ball or manufacture an extra break ball while opening clusters with insurance balls. So he's doing 3 or 4 things at one time, and he's seeing a pattern that I don't see to accomplish that. That's an elite level of knowledge that, like I say, same thing with his break shots. That's the level of knowledge you need to take you from running 100 balls once in a while to running 100 balls every day that you step up to the pool table. That's the difference. So my choices are Thorsten Hohmann and John Schmidt. Those aren't difficult choices. I think a lot of people would choose those. Do I shoot at Felt? Yeah, almost exclusively at Felt. I've been to Piazzas a few times. I love Piazzas. I love the diamonds there. But it's way across town for me. It's like 45 minutes for me to get there. And I have played at Mile High Billiards. I really like Mile High Billiards. It's not as far for me to get there. But they have 4 diamond tables with really tight pockets. So you're not going to go there looking for 5-inch pockets to set a real high run. But I do go there to train. I haven't lately, but I plan on doing so before I go to the tournament in Norfolk. Felt is really easy for me to get to. I get a discount because I'm on the Straight Pool League. It's cheaper in the afternoons. There's more tables to choose from. So I go to Felt quite often. Yes, I'll be playing. Good. Can't wait to see you, Tony. Let's see. Eva Mattia, stroke 2. Oh, Eva Mattia. Well, I'll have to check into that. I was good friends with Steve and was lucky enough to get some good 14-1 advice. Oh, good. That'll be my first question, Tony, is what did Steve tell you? Tony Robles, I just bought your video. Terrific. Fantastic. Okay. Any more questions, guys? I'm about petered out. I got work to do. Wish me luck. I hope to do well, and I know it's going to be a learning experience. I'm 60 years old, guys. I never thought I would be learning more about pool at 60 years old, but this YouTube channel makes it possible because I want to keep learning. I'm learning about how to work OBS Studio, how to make better videos on YouTube. So it's just something that's adding interest to my life. It's a great thing that's giving me something to live for, and I love that, and I hope it's a value for you guys. That's most important. That's what'll keep it going here. Okay, I'm going to sign off if there's nothing else. I will try and do some more live streams. I'm trying to get my videos published as quickly as I can. Stay tuned. There's going to be more good instructional videos coming. Send in your requests. Thank you. And thank you for watching. Thank you for your contributions. Buy me a coffee. There's a link in the description. Even $5 helps. It'll help me defray the hotel meal and Uber costs and everything to go to the tournament. And I'm hoping I'm going to be able to play in some 9-ball and 1-pocket tournaments between now and then as well, because any competition you get in is going to help you compete better. Thank you for the best of luck wishes. I am going to sign off. Thank you for watching. And this video will be available to rewatch soon on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Good night.